Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Let's Play Rift. This is episode 15, and today I'm going to talk about guilds. And I've joined one. As you can see, the green chat there is guild chat. So let's talk about it. First of all, you can hit G, and you can open your guild interface. I've joined the guild called Reavers, which is pretty much the biggest guild in the server. If you like to join a guild, you can actually go and click on the social button and click Guild Finder, or Shift G will bring it up as well. And here you can set, parameters, what you're looking for. So if you want role-playing, hardcore, world content. I'm sure some of these people search for role-playing and still have no role-playing. Actually, maybe not. Recruiting raid team where blah blah blah. We consider ourselves casual killed that raids blah blah blah. Was always looking new friends. So somebody like this here, they're using role playing, but they clearly not role playing. So you gotta watch out if you're an actual role player. Some people are gonna be asses and use that just so they can capture you as a player. But if you read through their description, you'll probably find one that'll actually say they are an active role playing guild. From there, you can message it. You just click message, and a little dialogue comes up like this, and then you can type a message in, and the guild leader will invite you if you're online. Or a lot of times, what they'll do is they'll send you an in-game mail later on if you were offline or whatever with an actual invite button. And I actually I left an example here for you guys of another guild here, Join Karma, and this would happen, and then you can click Join Guild. To join that guild, but of course I'm in a different guild. So yeah, that's how the guild finder works, and it works well because it worked from both Reavers and Karma for me. So you can go to the info here, messages of the day. It shows what quests they're doing, and these quests aren't just like a simple 10-minute quests. These are pretty challenging quests, and this happens for the guild, and you can click track and it'll actually show up on the side here. When I say difficult, these are probably pretty epic difficult. I remember something like you have to close 100 rifts or something like that as a guild mission, so it's not, simple 1, 2, 3. And here's the quest information, just to give you more information on it. Here's the roster. Now, you guys will like this a lot. Both Defiant and Guardian can be in the same guild. Pretty much, Defiant and Guardian can do everything and anything, really, now. I think as much as possible, but maybe walk into the front door of each other's main cities. But even questing hubs, I believe, a lot of times now, that you can actually be in each other's. It just shows up as yellow, and a lot of times you can't, of course, interact with their NPCs and stuff. Here's a wall. This is basically sort of like a message board, but without having threads and stuff. It's just one message over time. So like Gmail email, for example, or I guess most emails are like this, threaded email. That's pretty much what it is. A log. This shows what's happened recently, I guess, mainly for achievements and stuff. Somebody left the guild, and mostly just achievements people have earned. And then there's perks. Yeah, these are really cool. So perks, I mean, they're in quite a lot of MMOs now, so it's just like a perk tree basically for the guild. There's a lot of opportunities and things here. I'm going to go and actually show you them through my abilities bar instead of through here, just because it's a little easier. But this is an active side. Basically, these are pretty much, I think, banners and stuff. Most of it's what happens when you actively do something. Increases resistance for 1 hour. I guess that's one that you would have popped, but killing a player heals you for 15% of your maximum health over 10 seconds. Cannot be applied more than blah blah blah. So killing a player. Man, I want that as a... What? Is there one of these for NPCs? That sounds kind of cool, but it's a player. I'd love to kill a mob and get 15% of my maximum health over 10 seconds. Anyways, yeah, so that's the perks, and then there's the ranks here, and so as far as I know, some of these ranks can be renamed. I guess they are. This is rank label, so I assume they can be renamed and whatnot. Maybe ranks removed or ranks added. So apparently there is none. So here's the guild description, sort of like what they would have set. So of course they're being honest. They're not a hardcore guild. They're not a role-playing guild, but they are a world continent PvP, casual, dungeons, leveling, and raiding. Makes sense, right? And then there's the dimension, which we might as well go visit. Now it looks like this is locked right now. You don't have permission to do that. I don't know if that is a permission reason, or that's because it's just there is no such thing yet. But here's the first dimension we have, and you can go to it. There isn't much there, but we do have a guild version of a dimension, which is, like you guys remember, is housing. And yeah, so this is what it looks like inside. Like I said, they haven't really done a lot here. It's a nice looking place though. Look at that. And they've added their own music in here. Oh, it's a very small dimension, it looks like. Can I still go down here? No. Yes, it's a very smaller dimension. You only get this little area, but I like the view though I was getting. Let's go up higher and see if we can look at that view. Oh, look at that lightning. I like lightning too. Oh, look at somebody put a little trophy or something here, it looks like. But look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I wonder if this is... Oh, we can't see the map. But I wonder if this is the new continent. Oh, look at that bridge or roadway or whatever. Oh, wow. That's really cool. It looks like it's broken. And it looks high-tech-ish. Oh, wow. Look at that. Like a lighthouse or something? Wow, this is cool. Yeah, that's pretty badass. Can't wait to see that in the future. And there's the NPCs. You can't really talk to this person, but... There is a bartender that you can talk to. I don't think they have one here, but yeah. And then it's just in here, and it's just these little exits here. You can't fall down here. I already tried. I was afraid at first. I'm like, I don't want to fall, but I want to fall. Here you go. This little view area. It's a very nice area, actually. To be honest, I like it a lot. I probably would consider doing it. Nice big ocean around, too. That's beautiful. This big, huge thing in the middle here. Some kind of like power core or something, maybe. Even has a sound effect to it. And this little stone of some sort. I'm not sure what that represents, but it's pretty cool. And of course, you can hop things here and jump down and walk around. Nothing really down there, but yeah, pretty cool. I don't know if there's even anything around here. Probably hit the barrier around here soon. Yeah, right there. But cool, anyways. Yeah. So that's the guild stuff, really. So I'm going to show you some of the guild perks and abilities here. Now I'm here. O or PvP, right? So guild perks here. Oh, I thought I saw somebody, but it's probably the force field. So you got the Bloodthirst, which I really like. I almost wish I could have it, but it's a cooldown, 15 seconds. I'm not sure what it means by silver artifact. But anyways, killing a player heals the bearer for a percentage of their maximum health over 10 seconds. Cannot be applied more than once every 10 seconds, lasts 1 hour. So the silver artifact must be like a little consumable buff item. A lot of times back in the old days of World of Warcraft, I don't know if they do it anymore, but there was a lot of consumables. And a lot of old MMOs had consumables for special buffs, like major buffs and stuff. Killing a player increases your critical hit for 6 seconds, lasts 1 hour. And then you got the Planer. Bring all raid members within 15 blah 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 back from dead with 10% health and mana. That's an awesome one to have. It requires planar charges, and I have 3, and I believe 2 charge these, acquired by sealing rifts and used to fuel ascended powers. So basically you get 3 charges, and it's 3 of 3, and sealing rifts increase that charge. So you could use that with that. But the nice one here, which I probably should start considering using a bit more, is this one. Increases your resistance by 30, lasts 1 hour. That's a really nice one. I'm not sure how big resistance have a play, but let's see if we can actually get an idea. Well, here we go. I didn't even know I had these many resistance, but let's go for the lowest one here. So fire resist is 67, so 16.67%. Oh, okay, even level, 15.95%. Now let's use this buff. Wow, 21.56%. That's a huge, that reduces the fire damage, and of course that reduces all the damage. So it's giving me a reduction at least, what, about 5% or so? 4 or 5% of all damage. Because it's, well, any of these channels, which would be pretty much everything. And hey, I would say that's a really, really nice bonus. That's definitely something you should be using. And you can see my planar charge is now down to 2 to 3. So basically I have to help seal a rift to recharge that. So on we go here. Banners. Okay, so banners, you're required to buy, I guess, a special banner. I'm not sure if it's a one-time use. It probably is. They're probably like 50 gold or something like that each. But you place these banners, and here's one. Summons a banner that increases the mana by 100 for 3 minutes. So everyone's mana is increased by 100. Now, at this level, it may not be worth it, but I'm not sure that if these are scaled, depending on your level. So it may be, you know, 500 later on. I'm not sure, but this one summons to increase your crit power and blah 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 by nearby players. Health by nearby players by 400. And resists nearby parties by 9. You know, and then this one attack power and spell power by 50. This one's 66 armor. And this one's a rally one, which is kind of cool. Somebody places that down, and then you can get, I think, a ticket or something that you right-click it, and it would teleport you to this summon guild. So let's just say, hey, everyone, we're doing a raid out in the middle of blah, blah, blah. Let's rally up or whatever. They place a banner down, and then boom, you go there. So here's some more fun things that are more interesting. The passives. I always enjoy passives in MMOs. I honestly would say passive abilities are probably my most favorite thing of an MMO. I would like a class that had more passives than offensive, if you get what I mean. Because passives feel like, hey, you just AFK and you do cool little things on you, and you got more buffs usually, and that's what I like about passive. So, Cash Finder here. So when earning plaques from expert dungeons and raid bosses, there's a 45% chance to get an additional. So I'm not sure what that is, but I assume that's like some kind of token or currency item, and you have a 45% chance to get another one. That's kind of cool. Reduces the cooldown of Soul Walk. Hey, that's really cool. Maybe we should actually combine this with this, I guess, so we can look at that a bit more. So here we go. So by 10 minutes. So I think Soul Walk's every, what, 30 minutes or so? So that reduces it by 10. That's a nice little, you know, extra. Increases favor rewards by 9%. Hey, that's really nice. 9% is 9%. Increases your coin gain by looting, or increase coin gain from looting monsters by 9%. Once again, that's nice. Increases planar attunement experience gain. Hey, that's always nice. Is there more information on that? By 6%. Okay. Regroup. Reduces the cooldown of Rally Banner. So that's that thing you place on the ground. By 5 minutes, and then there's a 10 minutes. So it's probably got like a 30-minute cooldown or something. Doesn't really say. 55-minute cooldown. So we only brought it down 5 minutes. Okay. Rift extraction increases rewards gained by closing rifts by 6%. Increase the coin gained from looting monsters, blah blah blah. And donated to increase the coin gained from looting monsters by 3%, and donate this increase to the guild bank. So 3% of this. Okay, so you get 90% anyways, but there's another one that's 3% that goes to the guild bank, which is passive. So rather than maybe get taxed, and I don't think they tax in this game, it would automatically go to the guild bank anyways, which is kind of cool. And then total recall. The recall soul. Here, what's this? Reduce the cooldown on soul recall. Oh, okay. Cooldown 50 minutes. So that's usually 1 hour. Now it's a 50-minute cooldown. So that's not bad. Every little bit helps, right? And apparently I have this, and I haven't really noticed this, but this has been slowly increasing. Ascended powers, and apparently these are things that they expand over time, I guess. And I notice here I have a resurrection spell that works up to 35 meters. So I mean that's a really important one. So I'm gonna keep it right there. So now I can res people. Here's another one. Removes all control and movement impairment effects. Does not trigger global cooldown. What? Wait, huh? So this is one that would take away all impairment effects. That's awesome. I can't use it. I'm assuming that it's nice thing that won't work till you actually have a slowdown effect or whatever. And then I got these two on here. This is planar war. Against planar invasion, increase the target damage by 200%, and against blah blah blah, increase the target damage by 20%. Reduce damage taken by both planar and blah blah blah, and colossi or something by 70%. Lasts 60 seconds, and cooldown 1 minute. So this is basically like a oh crap roll shit button. I guess if you're fighting a group of guys and they're really hard, this would, I guess, help you quite a bit. Makes sense. There's one here. Heals and heal and upgrade special upgradable units. Consume one. Okay, so I've seen this before actually. So there's like guards in towns and stuff. You can actually click their towers and them, I guess, and actually like upgrade the little Nexus thing. It looks like a Nexus crystal. In fact, isn't that what they call it in StarCraft or whatever? But it looks like one of those, like the high-tech one, like that little power thing. And then planar lure. This is just basically to tear open a rift. So you guys have seen that already, and we've used that, where a rift isn't actually fully formed. It's just like a slight tear, and this just basically opens that. It's like a man touching a little child and opening it up, and yeah, that's really wrong to just even say that. Anyways, let's get out of here. That's pretty much it for this episode. I was just going to check quickly if I can give you an example of the upgraded units. Where am I? Oh good, I'm actually not in the major city right now. There was an event going on, and it's probably still going around, is it? No, it isn't right now, it doesn't look like. But there's a silly parade event. It's nothing special. There's a bunch of guys, and there's some balloons floating in the air, and they're parading around. It was kind of cool. If I see it again, I'll do a little episode. So here it is. Oh, actually, this is not quite what I thought it was. But this is it, and you can upgrade this. So if you upgrade this, heals and upgrade special unit, blah, blah, blah. So I guess that's a level 3 one right now. I'm not sure if there's others that we can click on. There's probably one at each entrance. So the mobs come in and kill everyone and beat their asses in and all that. Like I said, the invasions can actually take over towns and cities. Well, that's a defense tower, basically, to try to help prevent that from happening. So there's one down here as well. And you can see this one, I'm not sure, no, this is not even upgraded yet, I don't think. So if we were to use this on here, we'll just do it for fun. You can see it doing its little thing here, which looks pretty cool. There, now it's a level 1. And we do it again. Might as well do them all. Just for you guys. It'll turn it into a level 2. Ta-da! And it seems to do it a wee bit more too. I'm not sure on that. Maybe the higher levels you can't quite do it in one shot, so it's like experience for it. So this baby should do a little more damage. I'm not sure if this does directly more damage, or if the guards around also get a bit of buff from it. I'm not quite sure, but I'm pretty sure these will also give you an area buff too. So if you buff one quite high, I think if you're near the area, it might actually give you a buff to help protect the area. But I'm not 100% sure on that. Not sure what this one is. Crusa's touch. A cold voice echoes in your mind. Grant an entire faction when PvP rift is closed. Wow, so if a PvP rift, I told you guys about a PvP rift, I guess we closed one ourselves. So strength, dex, intellect, wisdom, endurance increased by 10. Planar attunement, experience, favor, and prestige gains increased by 5%. So that's kind of cool. And here you go. You remember I said there's a passive buff? Vigil's Chosen. It looks like this guy is actually given this buff here. And it looks like deal 20% additional damage and take 20% less damage. So that is kind of cool. And you can see this guy, when he just entered this area, he got the buff. There, I just got it. And if we go over here, we probably lose the buff again around here. Yeah. So it does buff you if it's higher. So it looks like level 3 does the buffing. Cool. So hopefully that gave you guys an overview on how the guild system works. It's pretty cool anyways. I think it's pretty cool. And I'm in my guild. Yeah, cool. I'm not sure how much guild-related stuff we'll do. Unfortunately, a lot of times when you... I like how there's a spam thing. Unfortunately, a lot of times when it comes to guilds and stuff, there's not a lot of, teamwork per se. I'm not saying this guild is that way or this guild is bad. I'm just saying overall, guilds are not like MMOs like, 10, 15 years ago, where people were always teaming and working together, and they would rather, talk to you and, do things with you before even leveling. I mean, that's how different MMO gaming's been. It's more of a casual solo thing these days, so... very different anyway. So I'm going to shut up. I think this is quite a good episode, and thank you for watching, and have a wonderful day.